Out in the digital desert, one cowboy ain't afraid to scroll where others won't. Where the Wi-Fi is unstable, but the drama is solid gold. So pull up your bootstraps, charge your phone, and saddle up, because we're going to the Wild Wild Web.
Giddy up now. Yeehaw!
Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of Wild Wild Web with me, your host, Eric Sedeño. I'm here with a star, a diva, a princess, if you will. She's a podcaster. She's an author.
Yes.
She's an internet superstar, soon to be famous actress.
Hopefully.
She's engaged to a man.
Don't list my disabilities.
Please welcome the gorgeous, the beautiful, the sensational Drew Afualo. Woo! I feel like so happy to have like someone I love across from me. I'm so excited for you to be here.
Likewise.
Yeah, I feel like you're such a star and you're just,
Thank you.
yeah. You're like,
I feel the same way about you.
yes, and.
And what do you love about me?
Me and Meg have been like my lesbian in the corner. I
say that every time, yeah.
Yeah, we have two lesbians in the corner.
Yeah, that's my lesbian producer next to yours. They're sitting next to each other.
Okay, and they're fighting. They're about to fist fight. Like,
win.
only one carabiner can win.
Only one will win.
Okay, but we were just talking about you're planning your wedding.
Yes.
You don't have to give any dates or anything, but what are the vibes? Like, what does your Pinterest board look like?
Honestly, I feel like my Pinterest board looks a lot more like fairy greens lush than people would assume. But yeah, it's very like magical, mythical, I think.
You give like edgy, cool girl wedding. You know what I mean?
Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to like, I'm not even kidding. When I was first planning the wedding, I was thinking of doing like a big one, like, because I got a lot of fucking family.
You rolled in with 18 people just to set today. It was
when
a whole
I travel
group.
anywhere, I have at least 3 people with me at all times. So I was like, well, I got to do a big wedding. And then I'm not even kidding, I was thinking about place settings and I was thinking about who I would sit next to each other. And I was like, that makes me want to kill myself. I think I want to do something small.
Yeah.
And so I completely changed the vibe of the wedding.
Good.
I'm so happy about it now.
Also, like the pressure that is on the bride to make the wedding,
Girl.
It like so crazy.
I know. And my man is very like, even when I asked him, I was like, what do you think about doing something smaller? He was like, I mean, I think you know that I would like love that, but I was just I thought that's what you wanted, so I was okay with anything.
Yeah.
And I said, and that's my man, period.
Also, you rolling in with your crew is so intimidating because your mom could whip my ass. Like, like I see her at her gym videos. I'm like, she could beat the fuck out of me.
That's
like,
true. She could beat the fuck out of most
she's
people.
looking at me through the window. I'm scared.
My teeth are chattering.
Meg, my lesbian, help.
My muscle.
But how have you been? How's your year going? It's almost Virgo season.
Oh my God, I know. You can feel me charging up as we speak for Virgo season.
Yeah.
You're Leo.
I'm Virgo.
You are Virgo. That's
We're
right.
twins. We're twins. But I'm an August Virgo.
Right. Just like Trixie. That's why I beef with you guys.
That's why.
Enemies to lovers, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those
you
with
and
us.
Trixie, enemies to lovers.
You, me, Trixie. You, me, and Trixie all together. Oh my God, speaking of her, I know this is like a running bit on the internet where like she doesn't ever text me back, and like that is kind of true, but she doesn't text anybody back. I don't want to just take that onus on by myself.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Yeah.
And recently I was in Florida for vacation and she texted me and I was like, obviously I'm in Florida, so the time difference was different and I was like asleep already. She said, I have a life question for you. And I texted her back the next morning. I said, hey, sorry, I'm in Florida. What's up? And then no response. I haven't heard from her since. I don't know what the she was going to ask me. And I bet it was on some bullshit. I bet it was something dumb. I guarantee.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that you're just like left hanging.
Yeah, she leaves me hanging all the fucking time. She edges me all the time.
I wonder if like August Virgos are just bad at texting. Because I'm not very good. I feel like you're a good texter.
It depends.
I feel like you might take a second, but you get back to people.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it depends. I think with time I've gotten better, but like, I think that's more the neurotic part of me too. Cause like, I'll always respond to work texts like more than anything, but personal ones, sometimes I'm like, I don't have an answer for that. I'll come back to it. And I just forget.
I always forget.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
oh, they texted me. Oh, goodbye. I move on. I just forget.
It's nice.
But also, we're trying to do every episode a meme of the day.
Okay.
And so this is our meme of the day. It is...
I was like, what if I was like, ew? And it's literally me. Speaking of Trixie's dumbass, look what she did to me.
Seeing the sight gag of you in full Trixie beat.
It's
with your
so bad. It's fully me in Trixie drag, but no wig or outfit. So it's just horrifying. And then in the video, it was like a TikTok of like put your balls away. It was that audio.
The
And
one
then
from
I said,
Euphoria.
this is, I am
Put your
who I
penis
am.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put your penis away. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I was obviously the one with my penis out.
Full Trixie beat. Like full on. Like it's scary.
Yeah, like glues, like
It's
brows
so, but
glued
it's
down.
so good.
It's so, yeah, she did a great but horrifying job on me for sure.
Also, the specific face you're making in this is so like.
It looks even scarier on this TV. It's like so haunting.
But
And I remember too, like when she did it, she was like, I'm just gonna do full Trixie beat if that's cool. And I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So then she did it and it takes forever. Like it takes hours to do that shit. I don't know how she does that. And then I remember she went into one of her rooms because she has like a wig room and like a closet room or whatever. So I go in the wig room, she's wigging me, like putting on the wig. And when she put it on, I'm like being so serious when I say this. I felt the fantasy. When she put it on, I literally went, oh my God, fish. And then she goes, you're a woman. And then we laughed and I go, oh, a bitch can't feel the fantasy? Oh, my bad. Oh, a cis woman wants to be a drag queen for a second. My bad.
Well, the crazy thing is you never look bad. Like you never like see, like you might like shit talk a man with no makeup on, but you never like, I've never seen you out in the world looking bad. So when I saw this, I was like, this is the first time that you've.
The first time I've seen her look bad.
I was like, you look crazy. I love it.
And I had to scrub it off. It took me like 30 minutes to take it off too.
Oh my God,
it was
yeah.
unbearable.
I watched the whole video. It's really funny.
The guy who drove us, the next day when he drove me, he dropped me off at the studio, and I got out and I was like, all right, I'll see you later. And then he goes, I had a question for you. Yesterday when I drove you, did you look like that when I picked you up? And then he goes, I mean, not looked like that. Like he was trying not to offend me. He goes, you didn't have that on when I first picked you up, right? Because he picked me up in the morning. And I go, no, I did not look like that in the morning. And I'm glad you knew that. Otherwise, my feelings would have been hurt. Because I just knew also, too, when I was in the Trixie track, I was like, I feel like someone on TikTok is going to say, why am I like low-key attracted to that? And it was going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucked up. Don't say that to me.
Oh my God.
When I look like her, don't say that to me.
Don't say that to me. Oh, don't do this to me right now. I can't handle it.
Don't.
Like, one time this person came up to me and they're like, you're really handsome. And then I was like, thank you. And they're like, no, like seriously, like it was the first time they ever saw me and I was like not a guy in a wig. And they're like, you're really handsome. I'm like, I'm offended. Like I thought everyone was seeing past the wig.
Girl.
I thought everyone was seeing past that.
It's too prominent.
It's too prominent.
Her energy's too big.
Her energy's too big.
You're competing for focus with the wig on. You and the wig are fighting for attention.
And now my lashes, like, they can't handle the doll.
They hate when a bitch wants to be fish.
But wait, I did have this old country song to show you.
Drinking a beer and flicking my bean, praying my daddy don't hear me queef. Camping in the backwoods, giving my nips a little twist. In this tight ass country town, smells like I just caught a fish.
Carrie Underwood.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. I think
And get this, Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Can you believe that?
I don't know if it's because I'm gay or like why is someone. It's all my whole For You page.
It's just that one?
It's
like people using the audio?
and then it's like you know who Italian Batch is?
Yes.
He's like dancing, like flicking his bean, like
Flicking my bean.
he's flicking his bean.
Wait, is that the British guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one he's really funny. He does
He's so
skits.
funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I do know who that is.
Yeah. I'm like, and I don't know if he started the trend or what, but it's.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. If it wasn't him, it would have been you to start it.
I gotta start
to
on this
reuse
set.
that audio over and over again.
Yeah, we gotta do it on this set.
If I was gonna put my money on anybody to reuse an audio like that, it would be you.
Yeah, and over and over and over again.
and over again. Different lashes, different wigs.
I need to give like Christian Girl Autumn.
Yeah.
Or like Cowboy Girl Summer. You know,
Yeah,
like,
Cowboy Girl. Yeah, like Bama Rush Girl.
Yeah, Bama.
Have you seen that trend when they're like doing my makeup as an Alabama 10 or whatever the fuck?
And it's, oh my God, it's like
just,
the worst.
It's just like liner and lashes, like, which I'm like, I feel like that's kind of geographically universal, but I don't know. Like they don't wear fake lashes in Atlanta. Okay.
I'm really into the Utah beat. It's like matte foundation, this thick. And then they all have the same exact blonde extensions.
And curled. Yeah, curled the exact same way.
Oh my God, do you remember spider lashes?
Yes,
like,
of course.
Bring that back.
Bring her back.
When you had like 4 good eyelashes. Oh. We're trying to do a little segment called The Origin Trail.
Okay.
And so I think we all know that your origin story is like shitting on shit men.
Yeah.
Like before that, you were on the internet like doing stuff. Like when did you fall in love with the internet?
Ooh.
Because I know you made Jonas Brothers music videos.
Yeah, I did. And no, you can't find it. It's privated. Probably around the time I started loving the Jonas Brothers because they were like the first group in my generation that was like trying to utilize the internet. So like they were on the very early stages of YouTube. Like they would make YouTube videos with very little cuts in them and they were just doing skits like while they were on tour.
Yeah.
And there was like one they had that my sister and I thought was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Now when I watch it, I'm like, this shit ain't funny. I was clearly blinded by lust because I was like, watching it. But it was like Nick Jonas was playing like a therapist and like Joe Jonas was like an angry patient who just kept hitting him. And like my sister and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
I'm not angry. The only thing I'm angry at is, why'd you hit me?
I remember that skit where they flip a table.
Yeah,
and they're like,
oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Hell yeah, girl, I could recite them all from memory.
Yeah.
And you've met them.
I've met them.
And I've met them too. And how was your experience? I laughed about it with Erica, but I would love to know.
Nick,
it was cool.
Nick, no, they're so cool. I'm
cool.
nothing bad to say.
No,
but
yeah.
Nick was like, he looked down and then he like looked up with like a smolder and he's like, it's nice to meet you. And I was like, are you trying to get me?
You want to kiss me?
You want me?
You low-key want to kiss
and he barely touched my hand. I was like, it's like. And then he like talked to us for a little bit and then like walked away and I was like, that's the one.
You're thinking about it.
He was like, no.
Looking out the window.
It was just like such a childhood thing that I was like, whoa,
Same.
you're real. And we're the
Same.
same height. Or like I'm taller than you. Like,
I know they're small.
Yeah.
They're
but
tiny.
Joe was nice.
Yeah, he was very nice. When I went, I felt like Kevin was the most talkative.
Yeah.
I think it's like older sibling shit. Like he was like kind of taking the reins.
Yeah.
For the most part, but yeah, it was cool. I did tell you about what happened when I met them, but I don't know if you remember.
I don't. Wait, tell me.
Well, I can tell you. I can only tell you parts of it, but
Okay.
like because I'll tell you the rest offline. But I told you on the bus when we went to the Met because I was telling Teppy.
Yeah.
But I was like saying it was so great. They approved like for me to do TikToks. But when I went in, they were in this like hotel suite.
Oh, yeah.
And it was quiet as fuck. Like it was literally silent. And then, you know, when you're doing audios, you're like cutting it a million times. So you're hearing the same audio over and over. And I was like, good thing it's quiet so everyone can hear me. Don't worry, guys. I'm almost done. Like I was like, I was talking a million miles a minute and so loud because I was trying to fill the space.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what are you guys up to? What do you guys like? Oh, that's cool. What do you like to drink? Like just doing too much. I was doing way too much. Because I was like, is anyone gonna talk? It felt like it was just me.
Yeah.
And they were just standing there looking at me.
That's one thing. I'm not
waiting for instruction.
I'm not good with silence.
Me either.
There's a silence that I've got to fill it. Like I gotta fill.
Me too.
I'm like, oh, it's a little quiet in here. Like, let me be loud.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
And then I
sit there.
felt like I was doing the most. Like I was just talking so loud. I was like, oh, that's great. What about you guys? What are you doing later? Just kidding. I know you guys have a concert. Me just doing workshopping bits by
Was
myself.
it just you by yourself, or did you have your?
I took my mom and sister.
Okay, so it was a light unit.
Yeah, it was my light unit.
It was a
That
light
my...
unit. That's why you felt so naked and bare. There was only
Felt
three.
so exposed to the elements.
So you used to have like one in the front, one in the back, right and left.
Right. I need to be surrounded.
Yeah.
At all times.
I love that you have like, you're so like that. Like I don't know. You're like my entourage.
I had someone
It's
once
so
call
good.
it an entourage. Like they were like, oh, it was Drew. She had like this entourage with her. And I was like, it's my family. It's
Yeah,
literally
it's
my
a-
sister and my mom most
Yeah.
times. Because one time this girl wrote something mean and she was like, and she was with these two girls. I was like, that's my mom and sister. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's my mom and sister.
And like
And my
I
man.
said, your mom could whoop my ass. Like
Shit.
it's like your bodyguard, and then Jason's like, hey.
Jason's just my...
Jason with the bob, like what's up?
I know. I called Jason for so long. I've called her like she's kind of like my emotional support animal. So like when I travel, I take her with me. She doesn't do anything other than like hang out with me.
Love
because I
that.
just need her there, like
Yeah.
to ground me, which works because like one of the first times I went to the Oscars, like right before I walked that carpet, I was so nervous, and I did a wig, which was a risk anyways. It worked out, but like I was so nervous to walk it and the wig and all that. And then literally seconds before I left the door, she goes, you wanted it to look like that, right? And then I said, what do you mean? And she goes, no, it looks good. And I said, that's all I thought about the whole time. I was like, oh my God. But see, That's the kind of humble I need in my life.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't have that kind of shit around me, I would grow 10 times the size of this building. I'd be like Godzilla, and I would just be wreaking havoc on everybody. I need someone to smite me down a couple times. You know what I mean?
Someone to keep you humble. That's what a
Yeah.
good family member or friend will do.
And then my sister was like, I didn't mean it looked bad. I was just asking. And I was like, well, why did you ask like that? You wanted it to look like that, right? And I go, what do you mean? She goes, never mind. It looks good. Well, girl, what? What? I was just joking about that this morning because my sister, she is just too, you know this. She's too nice for her own good. Like
but she has the best energy too.
She does, the sweetest, kindest person ever. And the other day I tried on a shirt at her house and I would go, does this look okay? And then she goes, yeah. And then I looked again in the mirror. 10 seconds go by and I go, really? And she goes, no, it looks terrible. You should change. Like, why did you? But that's how my sister's always been, because the first answer is a people-pleasing one. The second one is the truth. Sometimes they match up. Sometimes they don't. Yeah. So I have to ask her twice just to be sure.
What's her sign?
A Sag.
Oh, my boyfriend's a Sag.
Yeah, so she's a Sag sun, I think, Cancer rising.
What's your moon and rising?
My moon is a Cancer, and then my rising is Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like opposite of my sister almost. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I know. I think that's why people assume I'm fire too, though, because my rising is a fire sign.
Yeah, you give fiery. Well, it's the way you you're unafraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just not afraid. You're like a fearless person online. In my eyes.
Thank you. So are
just-
you with those lashes and wigs.
It takes a village.
Exactly.
But your first TikTok that ever blew up, do you remember when it was or what you said or like your anything specific about it?
My first one that went viral?
Yeah.
I think my very first one that went super viral was the very specific red flags in men. Was my very first one that went super viral. Because the first one I did that got like numbers was like not too long before that. But I was talking about when my man got me a year's worth of nail appointments, like for a Valentine's Day gift. So he like found my nail tech. She does my nails now. My sister, my mom, like she does all her nails. Found her online, like hired her. And then like showed her pictures of my nails and stuff and said like, this is the kind she likes, the shape she likes. And then he paid for like 6 months in advance and then re-upped at 6 more months. So like I made a video about that.
I am so sorry to inform you that I am madly in love with a cis-het man. I know, okay, I know.
That is the most thoughtful thing I've
Isn't that so
ever heard. That is
I
so
know.
crazy.
And he did all that before a ring, mind you. Like I tell people all the time, I was like, he did that when I had no ring on this finger, bitch. Like just cause.
Does your wrist hurt because the rock is so heavy?
Yeah,
or
'cause
is
the rock from the Titanic is on it. Yes. Thank you for bringing it up. It's a lot.
The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my eyes. It's so bright. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
You
Thank
really
you.
found like a good man.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Shit. I
was
got
like-
my chips and left the casino, bitch. I said, I'm out. Cash out. I'm out. Yeah, that was the first one I did that was like, I think did numbers. But the first one I did that went super viral was very specific red flags in men.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like made a notes app list of like 15 I could think of just off the top of my head. And then I just recited them all in a video.
Yeah.
One of them I called, like I had someone comment on it last week and it's from years ago, obviously. And they were like, oh, she called the Kanye one. Because one of them I said, if Kanye is his favorite rapper of all time,
Yeah.
he's a psycho. Like I said, he's weird and
Which is
unhinged.
Proven itself more and more real.
I
as,
may tell a joke, but I never tell a lie.
Yeah, actually.
Until I lie.
Yeah.
But then when
Okay.
I lie.
Love that. When I lie, I lie. And then when I lie, can
I
you
lie,
explain
I'm
that a little
lying.
bit? Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, like when I lie, I'm lying. But when I'm joking, I'm not lying.
Okay.
But yeah, the very specific red flags in men, that was my first one. I said a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I think the one I say often, like white people love this one, is when I say like Wolf of Wall Street is their favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
If they say that's the greatest movie ever made, it's a stink on it. Don't go anywhere near him.
Yeah.
He's a big Tom Brady fan. Specifically Tom Brady, though. Like, not like a Patriots or a Bucks fan.
Oh, it's just specifically Tom Brady.
Yeah. Something about loving him specifically.
It's a red flag.
Bad.
Huh.
I said if he wears a backwards hat in the pool.
Oh, that's just he needs to
You
go
know.
to he needs to go to Turkey. He
He needs to visit Turkey, mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Backwards hat in the pool, like, that's just like it's a vibe. It's an energy.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same guy who's too rough with a piñata at a kid's
Oh.
party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that kind of guy.
There's definitely a type of person that I know exactly who you're talking about.
But yeah, that's what I remember from my very first one.
I think you did your first like roasting one. People would be like, they'd see a man online who was like awful.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, who should I tag? Yeah. Who's going to handle this? And they'd be like, Drew. And I know
the comments would be me.
Sometimes like I would get the videos that you were tagged in.
Yeah.
And be like, why is this on my For You page? And I look at the comments, all Drew. I'm like, oh, because I'm going to her page to see what happened.
I know. It's really started. I started saying like the internet started bringing them to me like cats bring dead birds. They're like, it's gross. It's gross and it's weird, but it's yours. I got it for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gee, thanks.
You're like a magician with words. It is crazy. The way you can spot a defect in a human being like a mile away.
Yeah. Like sometimes I tell people, I'm like, well, let me look at you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when men write really awful things, I'm like, if you send me a picture of what you look like right now so I can look at it, we can talk looks if you'd like.
Yeah.
I love to talk looks. When they're like, well, how would you feel if I called you a big, fat, ugly cow? I don't care. Do whatever you want. I encourage it. If you do call me names and make fun of my looks, please tag me so I can see it.
Yeah.
And you.
And people like, I feel like they want the attention from you.
Yeah,
They're
it's
coming
a twofer,
for you because they want you to come for them. They want to like one up you, but you can't one up the one upper.
Yeah, you cannot outdo the doer.
Like actually, like I just feel like, and it's always funny when they try.
Yeah.
And it's like
swing and a miss.
Yeah,
mama.
swing and a miss.
Yeah, I said plate's still full. That sucks. Everyone's starving.
I feel like you really have opened a lot of women's eyes to like toxic men that they like didn't. I don't know. It's like a very, very like brave thing to do if you think about it.
Thank you.
So you should be really proud. I feel like you already know. I've already said this to you. I feel like.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's very sweet. Yeah, I think that's a really wonderful byproduct of it, which I've joked about before. I'm like, I'll tell men to suck my wiener all day, but there is a deeper message to what I'm saying, and I feel like the people who really were looking for that kind of empowerment, like absorbed that message very early on. Like they could tell. Most people could tell. I was like, the only people who can't tell are bigots. Like they're the only ones, and I don't give a fuck about them. I was saying to Dace recently, like, I don't know what happened, but like every like 3 to 6 months, someone will log on to TikTok.com and find me and then be like, has anyone ever thought about telling her she's mean? And then I have to relive them like catching up on my lore.
Yeah.
I'm like, before you make any more fuck ass videos, please know I've already heard it. And yes, people think I'm mean. You're right. I am mean. So don't piss me off. That's how I feel. Like I'm very like, you're right. I am mean. So why do you continue to provoke me? Like, don't provoke me then and I won't be mean to you.
No.
Very easy.
Yeah. I feel like you don't poke the bear.
Yeah, girl.
Because
like,
it will attack you.
For real. It's like you come into my cage and you wondered why you got mauled. My fucking bad. Don't come in my cave.
No.
Get out.
Yeah. But I admire your like your bravery. I don't know if the bravery is the right word, but I just admire that you like stuck to it so hard and
Thank you.
You have never backed down. You did a podcast where you were like, let's start all men like from they have to prove their worth. Or how did you say it?
They have to work out of prison.
Yeah.
Start in prison, work their way out.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I was eating so much bullshit from that one specific clip, and can I say I specifically put that one on TikTok because I knew it was gonna make people mad. I just wanted the numbers. Sorry. Specifically, I knew it was gonna piss men off. Like, and it was with Peach PRC. We were joking about it, her and I, like, and she's the one who actually said they should start in prison and work their way out. And then I said, yeah, they should do like an Eagle, a Boy Scout thing. And then if I see, and you have to wear your badges at all times. And if I see them, then I know you're safe. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You have all those badges. If you don't have any badges, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And we were joking about it, but it's also very real and very true. That's actually what kicked off my fight with Pearl.
Oh my God. I forgot about her.
That's actually what kicked that, because she ripped my video off.
I can't even get on her. Let's not even go there.
No, we won't, but I just wanted you to know that's what kicked that off, was she found that video and got mad.
That beef was so... She didn't even stand a chance.
And I was fighting with both hands tied behind my back, to be honest.
She had a rubber band on her finger and you had a fucking, like, I can't even, like a bazooka. Like, it was crazy. Like,
that's why I said I really, if you were to, because I deleted my Twitter a while ago, but like, if you looked at the fight between the two of us, like, I didn't talk about her looks once. And I still ethered that bitch. I said, imagine if my gloves were on. Imagine how bad it would have been. You know what I mean?
Me and Meg were like in the car driving and we're like, should we like give her, like tell her to read me? And I was like, no, I'm scared.
I like to say I use my power for good.
Yeah.
It's almost like Venom. Like, I'm very much Tom Hardy in Venom. Like, sometimes it comes out on my shoulder and tells me to bash people's heads into the wall. But I need to make sure I listen and don't do that. But sometimes I need to let Venom take over and I let him do it.
Yeah.
So it just depends. We're working on coexisting.
Sometimes it's necessary. Also, I know before TikTok, you used to go door to door and tell people that there was construction happening. And I wanted to do like a role play of like what that experience was like for you.
Okay.
So you can like knock on the TV and then be like,
Okay, cool. I'll knock.
What do you want?
Good afternoon, sir. I work for the...
What?
I work for the freeway project that's happening behind your house. There's going to be construction and drilling for the next 6 months, starting at 3 a.m. until 12 p.m. every single day, including weekends. Would you like to receive email updates about it?
There's going to be what behind my house? What are you selling?
Yeah, there's going to be lots of noise behind your house. Do you want to receive
Don't
emails?
make no noise behind my house, ma'am.
At this point, I'd literally be like, all right, sir, have a nice day. And I just turn and walk away.
I can't believe you had to do that.
Girl, and they wanted me dead.
When they was like, what type of asphalt is on the highway?
Yeah. My sister had to call someone. Someone called on the hotline, which is for emergencies, you guessed it, and said, I need to know what kind of asphalt they use on the 405 freeway. Why? And then I just need to know. So then my sister had to call like an engineer and someone who works on like the asphalt specifically part and get all the information and then call that guy back and explain it all to him. And he goes, I don't know what any of this means. And she was like, you asked me to get you the information. Here it fucking is.
That's how it feels working anywhere.
Girl.
Like, I used to work at restaurants. God, I was like, I can't even, like, how did I deal with those people?
I think that all the time, especially when I think about when I worked in a restaurant. I was like, the way my mouth is set up, like, I am not built for a job like that. Like, I will get fired, like, almost immediately.
See, like, I'm nice, and then I run to the back and tell everyone, there's this stupid bitch at this table. I run back, I'm like, oh my God, guys, look at this girl's hair. Like, she's such a bitch. Like...
I don't know if I told you, like, when I did work at a restaurant, I worked in like a steakhouse and in college, and it was purely fun money because I had another job and a full class load. So like the other job was for my resume.
Oh, okay.
This job was just for money, right?
Yeah.
And then I was serving in a steakhouse.
And this is in Hawaii, right?
Yes. Yeah. And so it's mostly tourists because it was like an expensive restaurant kind of. But here's the thing, like my uniform was like a t-shirt and like khaki shorts and like white tennis shoes, and then your hair had to be like up, obviously because you're serving. But I remember I thought he said black shorts, so I bought black khaki shorts like to wear, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was brown. I'll just wear these today and I'll get brown ones. And he goes, you can't go out on the floor not in uniform. And I go, well, then should I just go home? And he's like, no, I have a pair of shorts for you. This is a man talking to me, mind you. And he goes and gets a pair of cargo shorts from another man that worked in the restaurant. They weren't even his. And he goes, just wear these. And that man was like my height, maybe a little bit shorter and like smaller than me a little bit. So I was like, you want me to wear boy shorts? Okay. So then I put them on and they're like, again, cargos, and I got a wide load. I got like big hips. Bro, they were so tight on like my fucking fupa and my hips. And then they were bell bottoming out on my quads.
Oh.
I look like a safari park ranger. I go out, I go, you want me to wear this? And he goes, yeah, you have to. I served all night in those houses. I was like, and I've never, listen, I'm sorry, I never felt uglier. I was like, this is everybody's looking at my shorts. Like every time I went back there, I was like, they all know I'm wearing boy shorts. They all know.
You had to walk a mile in a lesbian shoes, and you couldn't take the heat.
I couldn't take the heat.
You
not one
couldn't take
day.
the heat. No,
they were the most ill-fitting things in the world, and I was like, the whole night, I was like, everybody in this restaurant is talking about my shorts. I can just feel it.
Oh, my
even
God.
though I don't know if they were, but then fast forward to the end of my serving career, my manager had asked me if I was going to work over the holidays, and I was like, I'm not from here, so no.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you're not going to work Christmas Eve, and I was like, no, like I told you that I wasn't even full-time. I was part-time, like server. And so then he had me train someone the next shift I came in, and it was a dude, and he was awful, like an awful server, and he was rude and off-putting, but he kept leaving in the middle of the shift. And he kept going, I have to go to the bathroom, and he would just leave. And I was waiting on the tables by my fucking self. And then I finally followed him the last time, and he was smoking meth in the bathroom. I heard the sound like a Lil Wayne song in there.
Oh.
3 lighter flicks. You know what I mean? And I could hear the bubbling, like the
Yeah.
and I knew it wasn't weed, right? So then I was like,
Meth
yes, girl, meth. And so then
on the clock.
yes, girl, 3 times. And then I finished the shift and my manager's like, hey, can I talk to you behind the kitchen? And I'm assuming it's the performance review. Like, I'm like, hey, I wouldn't pick him. He does meth. And so I'm going back there thinking, how am I going to break the meth thing to him? And then as I talk to him, he goes, I'm letting you go.
Are you serious?
I'm not even kidding. And then I go, what? Like, and then he's like, yeah, actually, I think I'm going to put you on call. Like, you're no longer going to have your shifts anymore. I just don't think you're taking this job seriously. This was directly
serving?
after me not serving on Christmas. Like, that's why. And he goes, and if you want to move up in the restaurant industry, pause. What the made you think I want to move up in the restaurant industry, first of all? I said, I leave this job with cash in hand. I walk across the street, I buy a 30 rack, get on the bus, and go to my friend's house. What makes you think I want to be serious in the restaurant industry? Huh? And so I was like, okay. And he goes, yeah, so you just trained your replacement. And he's like, so he's going to take all your shifts. And I go, the guy I trained today? And he goes, yeah. I go, all right.
You didn't tell him?
No, no. I was like, all right. He goes, do you have any questions? I go, yeah, when do I get my last check and my last tips? And then he's like, oh, tonight. And I said, okay, perfect. And I left and I took my envelope with all my shit in it. Then the next day or 2 days later, I had a shift. Obviously, he took from me. Then my manager calls me while I'm in the shower. And I remember I answer, I'm like, hello? And he goes, are you not coming to work today? And I go, am I stupid or did you not fire me 2 days ago? He goes, I didn't fire you, Drew. I put you on call. I go, okay, well, no.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Yeah, and he goes, oh, well, I mean, okay, well, you know, he actually didn't work out today, so, like, maybe I'll call you later, whatever. And I said, no, there's no need. I quit, and I hung up. And then my friend told me after we worked in the restaurant, she told me that he left again in the middle of his shift to go smoke meth. And then instead of going back out onto the floor, he went into the freezer and made himself a dessert and was eating it. And then they were like, where the fuck did that guy go? And they went and they found him. And he was munching on a what was it? A Kona pie in the freezer.
Methed out on a Kona pie?
Yeah, and he was tweaked out. They were like, are you on drugs? And he said, And then they had to kick him out.
He was living the dream.
That's why as soon as he...
methed out, eating dessert.
in a cold
Hawaii.
environment.
Oh, hell yeah. He's living the dream.
I know. As soon as he said that, I was like, really? I go, you have anything else you want to tell me? Nope. Nope. Have fun with that guy.
That's
See ya.
crazy.
So yeah, the restaurant industry wasn't for me personally.
That is so wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a assistant manager at a pizza
I was
restaurant.
gonna say you worked at a pizza place, right? They let you open the
But
restaurant.
I was 17 with keys to the restaurant. I had the code to the safe, and I was like, $9 an hour? Ooh, I made it. Ooh, I made it big. I'm like, what the f-? I'm like, they were taking advantage of me.
Yeah.
And then
$9.
my manager, Juan, he would literally be like, well, can you do the food order today? And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I didn't order enough cheese. It's Friday night. We're out of cheese at a pizza restaurant because they put me in
That's what
charge.
happens when I'm 17 and I'm in charge.
Like, hello? I'm in college math. Like, I don't know what 1 + 1 is 3. Like, I don't know.
That's one of those things where you're like, I got to do something else. I mean, there were many times where I was like, if I don't have a job soon that requires me being the center of attention, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Like, literally. Oh, and then I also got a second job in the summer at Topgolf. Did I tell you
Oh my
this?
God, no.
I was a waiter at Topgolf, and they don't let you take the elevator with the food. You have to
What?
take the stairs. And it's 110 degrees in
And it's
Texas.
outdoor. Yeah.
Outdoor.
Yeah.
And the guy who was training me, his name was Eric. My name's Eric. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a nickname, E2. And I was like, E2? And so he kept, and I don't know why it went over my head that was like, he was serious or something. And so like, he kept being like, E2. And I was like, and you? Like, what was the question? I thought he was speaking Spanish to me. I'm like, not even kidding. I literally
You
was like,
working at Topgolf is so
I was
funny.
like, what did you say before that? And I worked there for 2 weeks, and then they forgot I worked there. They stopped putting me on the schedule. But I got
you think
free.
they forgot?
They forgot. Well, I sucked too, but it's okay. And then I dropped a chalupa on a woman one time. It was a
pitcher?
It was like, no, it was a flauta or something. It just rolled off the plate onto her lap, and she went, I think she told my manager. I don't know.
And all of a sudden, I didn't have any more shifts after that.
But they took my shifts away, but they didn't fire me or let me go. So I still had free Topgolf.
Oh,
So
nice.
I would sneak in during the day with my friends. I'm like, let's go this way. And we'd go to the city and I'd scan and we'd like play Topgolf like every I think once a week.
Yeah,
And then
honestly.
at the end of the
Might as
summer,
well.
I'm in a movie. I get a call like 4 times. I'm like, what the I look and it's like this text like, are you coming in today? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I was like, oh, I quit.
I didn't tell you guys.
I was like, and then I never went back. And I think this girl who was my friend in high school ratted me out because she was like, you haven't worked a shift here in forever. Why are you here playing free Topgolf? And I'm like, because it's free. I was like, hello.
That's using the system.
Yeah, Topgolf, please don't sue me.
That's so funny. You working at Topgolf is so funny.
Oh, and they had me running up the stairs with like 6 plates of food. I am not sturdy. I'm not like built for that. Like I was really struggling.
Yeah, when I worked at the restaurant I worked at too, I had to come in like 2 hours before my shift to build the entire salad bar, but I had to like carry it from multiple places at once. And I remember like I would sweat through my t-shirt, so I remembered to like start bringing different outfits so that I wasn't like disgusting and sweaty when I finished setting everything up.
Oh my
God,
it was
crazy. That was one of the hardest jobs I've ever had, is serving.
I feel like you're on your feet the whole time. You're talking to people.
And people
you're
are
like,
rude.
People are mean. They expect the world from you. I make $7. What do you expect? Like,
I know. I told my cousin the other day, because we were talking about, he's like, I always fantasized about being like a waiter, and I was like, it's not fun. Like when I was a server, it wasn't fun at all. And I said, honestly, what shocked me is like it felt like sometimes people went out with the intention of torturing your server.
Yeah.
Like it felt like they went out specifically to be mean to you. Like I was like, you have no power at home, so you come here to treat me like shit? That's crazy.
I was talking to someone and they were like, I hate when someone has questions about anything like, and I was like, that's me. When I'm at the restaurant, I'm like, so what's your favorite thing on the menu? Like, oh, do you like this? Oh, you do? I don't want that.
What would you recommend?
Yeah, what would you recommend? And then they're always like, I don't care.
They're like, girl, I don't give
literally
anything.
But okay, I did want to talk about a few things that you are very successful at, which is like podcasting. How's your podcast going?
Swimmingly, I would say. Beautiful, lovely, amazing.
I loved your episode with Chapel. It was so fun.
You.
Well, I listened to a lot of your episodes, and you're just like, you're very good.
And I had a great all-star one with you and Teffy,
yeah,
our sister.
Oh my God, I laughed so hard that
was
whole
like brain rot sister time.
It was so
because
fun.
at the beginning of the clip I posted of our episode, like our all-star one, someone said, "Wait, what was Teffy talking about?" And I go, "I don't know. I don't remember at all."
I love Teffy will speak in riddles sometimes, and I'm like, yes, girl, go off. Yes,
I know,
girl,
you two together is even funnier.
I'm like, we're both like, yes.
Because sometimes
girl,
Eric is so like, yes, yes. And then Teffy goes, you know what I mean? And then he goes, wait, what were you talking about?
What were you talking about? Like, literally.
He was trying to be supportive, but didn't hear anything.
She's like, I'm like, you spoke in a Latina riddle that I'm like, 1 + 1 is 2. I'm
trying
like,
to decode it.
Yeah. But she's so, like, her brain works so quickly.
Yes, it does.
She is a smart cookie. I love her.
She's a little Tasmanian devil.
Oh, and you have a book, Loud,
Yes.
#1 New York Times bestseller, right? Yes!
Yes.
You would post about your book. Like, I always think about this one very specific meme. Have you seen this?
One negative word to describe me is loud.
Shaking her hips?
Loud.
I've only seen the second part. I've never seen the first. One thing about Eric is he's going to have a meme.
That's
a meme to represent anything and everything.
Literally, I'm like, I don't know why. It's just part of my brand. Like, I just I love collecting them. They're like Pokemon to me. I want the best ones. I'm taking screenshots of TikToks just to send to my friends, like, going to get groceries today, and it's like a picture of you as Trixie. Like, I do not know why.
Yes, I do have Loud. That was wonderful. It was very fun. It was a time.
Host on red carpets.
Yes, I do a lot of the hosting. That's probably one of my favorite things that I do now. A lot of times is hosting. I love to hang out with like A-list talent and then talk to them like they're like just some regular bitch off the street.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing to do because I think they really do enjoy that. And I think you get like a much better like reaction out of them when you treat them very normally.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but it's been very fun. I love hosting.
I feel like you have a very comforting. Well, I feel like you can be intimidating.
Yeah.
But I feel like to a celebrity, like they're like, oh, she's at my level.
Yeah. It's like I feel like, it can be like a big dog thing. Like you're like, we're both big dogs. Like I know you're a big dog, but if I just treat you normally, I think you'll be cool.
Yeah.
And they are almost always cool. Like I don't think I've ever, when I really try to think, because sometimes people ask me like, have you ever had like really negative experiences? I'm like, honestly, no. Like it's really, I've had so many good ones that if I did have bad ones, I can't really think of them because the good ones are all so great.
You black it out. You
Yeah,
can't remember.
I don't even notice it, to be honest. And I feel like pretty good at like getting to turn people around like if I'm talking to them live and then it's like not really going anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, all right. All right. Thanks, queen. Love you. Enjoy the show. All right. Even like when I met Timothée Chalamet at the SAG Awards this year, that's probably my most asked person now. Like, since I talked to that bitch, everyone's like, so tell me about interviewing. And I feel like a lot of time it's because they really want to know what he's like. He's so normal and like, I think has brain rot more than people would assume. Like,
really?
He's really on TikTok like that. For real, he is. And so, like, he loves banter, and I could tell he likes to be silly. And that's why I brought up Brittany to, like, liken him to me in the beginning. But, like, he was so normal, like, just very normal to talk to. And in the thing, I always called him king and queen. Like, I'm sure you know this, too. Like, when we meet talent, when you address them that way, they get, like, excited. Like, we're like, okay, queen. Like, I know you filmed with, like, Scarlett Johansson and stuff, some of the housewives.
Oh my God, when she walked in.
When you key with them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She walked in. Well, they were like, you have 15 minutes with her. And I was like, okay. And she's like, she walks in, she's like, I'm Scarlett. I was like, oh yeah, I fucking know that. I was like, I remember being like, oh, I'm Eric. I'm just like, well, this is my TikTok. I didn't even like give her a chance. I was like, this is our TikTok we're making. I was like, because that's what I was there for.
Yeah.
But I feel like because I didn't like goo goo gaga about her, she was like, oh, okay, we're just like,
yeah, she's so normal about it.
She was so normal.
And probably appreciated
and
it.
So down.
Yeah.
So
that's
fun.
What's always fun, I think. Even when I met Chris Evans at Materialist, when I talked to him at Materialist, when I first talked to him, he's like, I'm Chris. I was like, I'm Drew. Nice to meet you. And A24 was kind of introducing, like, oh, she's going to do interview, whatever. And then I go, I thought about going, remind me your name again. And then he laughed. He goes, you should have. I thought about it, but I chickened out.
Yeah.
Just gave you the standard. Nice to meet you. And he's like, it's all right. You can get me on another one. And I said, okay. And so when we were interviewing, he was giving me these very like poignant answers. Like he was like, oh yeah, I feel like it does this, this, and this. And he's like really talking about it. And one time he gave me a really long drawn out answer. And then at the end I was like, you fucking nailed that, dude.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I did, didn't I? And we just high-fived.
Nice.
So I feel like sometimes when you meet them where they're at, I think they appreciate it. I feel like they're so removed from normal life now.
Yeah.
And they never get treated normally anymore, but unless it's like by people that have known them their whole lives, that they really appreciate that feeling when you like pop that bubble and you're
so good at it.
Yeah, and even Trixie told me she does that too. That's why a lot of her famous friends love her. Like she's like best friends with Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah.
And she said the first time I met her, I said, what, are you dressed like a magician? Because she had like a tuxedo on. What are you gonna do, tricks later?
She does dress like a magician.
Yeah, she's like, I think she's just not used to being razzed like ever. She's not used to being made fun of because she's so intimidating and she can be so like witty. Yeah. So I feel like when you pop the bubble, they appreciate it.
Yeah.
They like it. Even with Cynthia Erivo, when I chatted with her on my show, and I love her. She's the best. But there was a point where I like made a joke about her. I was like, what, are they keeping you in a tower like Rapunzel? And obviously she's bald. And when I said, what, are they keeping you in a tower like Rapunzel? She goes, careful. And we laughed. Like, I laughed and made my back roll. I didn't even mean it that way. We just fucking laughed. She's so funny. Like, she is so fucking funny and witty. But, like, that type of shit, I love shit like that. Yeah. I think that's so fun. Chapel's the same way.
I need to meet Chapel.
You do. You need to key with Chapel.
I feel like we'd have such a fun time.
I think so, too.
Chapel, come on the show.
She's the most, like, fragile little baby. Like, she really is. Like, she's, like, Thumbelina. Like, that's how I picture her. Like folded up in my palm with little fairy wings. Like that's how she's so fragile and gentle. Like that's why having her on the show was a blast. It was a key.
Yeah.
And she drove herself, which was funny.
I love that for her.
She drove her in her beat up car. She just drove up with her manager. It was just two of them.
I feel like you got her right before it was like, I think the Lollapalooza thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got her right before that, I think.
Because I feel like Lollapalooza was like a huge turning point.
Yeah, because I got her right after Coachella. So I got her after Coachella, after Tiny Desk. And it was like right before Lolla. Yeah, I got her at a good time too, because she was saying like, I said no to everything except things that I want to do, like sister time. And I told them this is sister time to me. And I was like, you better tell them, period.
Aww, that's so sweet.
You're always welcome here. Yeah. So that was really fun. I think I love her and she's so funny too. And she's a weirdo, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Most famous people are. They're weird.
Yeah, I love weirdos.
Me
I feel like I'm always drawn to them. I'm like, what's going on in your head? I want to know. Speaking of brain rot, do you feel like you have it? Like you're chronically online still? Or are you like a little bit more removed now?
I wouldn't say I'm chronically online. I do think I have brain rot. I think there's like two different things from that.
Yeah.
But I do have brain rot. And literally I was in Denver last week because I did a live show with Remy and Alicia, like Remy Parsons and Alicia Marie. And I love them. And I was like sitting, I remember like they brought me up a little early. So I was sitting on a cuck chair by myself, like on behind a fake wall. It was just me like just sitting, waiting in the dark too, because it's so dark back there. And I was sitting there and I left my phone in the green room. Girl, you would have thought I was tweaking. I was itching all over. I was like, I don't have anything to do. Like, I need to look at my phone.
I'm driving a car. The maps are up here on my phone. I'm like, where did it fucking go? Where the fuck is it? I'm like, wait, it's right there. I'm stupid.
I have brain rot in that sense. Like, if my phone's updating and I can't use it for 5 minutes, I'm like,
oh my God.
well,
Yeah.
what am
I'm
I supposed to do?
addicted. I'm addicted to it.
Me too. It's so bad.
Did you ever have a Snapchat and driving era? Or
Yeah, I did.
I
had a Snapchat.
love Snapchat. Driving
Me too.
era.
That was actually when I was on Snapchat for realsies. That was like where I first started posting rants because there was like, that was before Instagram stories could be long.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I would post rants on Snapchat like it was my job. It wasn't. I was just complaining about shit all the time.
That is so funny.
And if I look in my photo album, I bet I still have some of them saved, but they're literally, I'm not kidding, like 15 minutes long. And I'm just bitching about the most random things. And I'm like, I'm annoying. Like when I watch it, I'm like, I'm so annoying. Oh my God.
No, but those memories make me laugh. Like, I opened my Snapchat and I went to my memories and it was a picture of me in college driving my car, like a selfie, and I look honestly really good because the lighting in a car sometimes and it says 86 miles per hour. I was like, where the f was I going?
Why were you taking?
I was like in the car like, hey. I was like, what the f? Where was I going that fast? Taking a selfie.
Am
like,
I alone?
I was like, why was I doing? Who did I send that to? Like, and then people got that. Like, is he okay? He's going 86 miles.
Where are you going, girl?
I was speeding down 75 in Dallas, Texas, going who knows where.
Going where?
No, in a Ford Fiesta, probably like metal. What is it? Pedal to the metal. I'm probably flooring it. I was like,
That's when you had a Ford Fiesta.
Oh,
I had
I
a Toyota Prius.
oh,
So-
really?
Yeah, that's where I first started making TikToks was in my Prius.
Your Prius?
Yeah, girl, because I had a pop socket. And so I would just put it in my steering wheel
That's
so
so
that it
smart.
could stay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I would film TikToks in there because at the time I lived in my fiance's parents' house. Like we lived with my fiance's
Oh,
parents.
yeah.
And so like, there's no like privacy really because there's so many people in the house. So I would literally sit in my car for like an hour and I would film like 10, 15 TikToks and I would just like post them once a day for like the next couple weeks when I was just doing it for the love of the game, like
Yeah.
making no money at all.
Yeah.
I was just having a blast doing it. And I remember one time I like filmed one and it was like doing okay because I had just started growing a following. So I started getting likes consistently at that point. And I'm sure you do this because you're a Virgo. I rewatch my own TikToks and sometimes I laugh like I'm not there. I laugh like it's not me I'm watching.
My boyfriend makes fun of me. He's like, "Who are you? Why are you laughing at your own thing?" But he's like, "That's you." And I'm like, "I know it's so funny."
Me too, my fiance. Like sometimes I'll be like, watch this one that I made. And then I'll hold it and I'll be like, are you watching? Watch. And I'll watch it and I'll be like looking at it at the same time, watching him and
I will be on CapCut, like editing mine together, like that's so. I really like audibly laughing on the floor, like with my feet kicking, and Ruben's like on his laptop looking at me like, "Is this bitch crazy?" And
Yeah,
I'm having the
watch my
time of my life. I'm like, "Isn't this funny?" And he's like, "Yeah."
I even told my fiance, I'm like, sometimes I think when I watch my own stuff that it's like me watching tape, like an athlete. Like I'm rewatching tape to see where I can get better performance. You know what I mean? I watch it and I'm like, okay, I could have picked that up a little bit faster. Okay, I could have done that. That's me watching myself, but I'm giggling. And even my fiance told me sometimes when I watch your TikToks, I can tell when you made yourself laugh really hard. Like sometimes I laugh because it's funny, but also like it feels like a reflex almost.
Yeah.
But sometimes I laugh audibly very loud because I made myself laugh that hard. Like I was like, damn, that was a good one.
We're the same. I'm doing a bit. I'm like, this is stupid. I start laughing out loud. It gets me. I'm like, wait, you're funny.
I am not even kidding. I was like talking about something with my team the other day, and I was like talking about like, oh, I'd love to start, we were talking about hosting stuff, and I was like, oh, I'd love to move into like sports stuff because I kind of have done a little bit of
Yeah,
sports
you
stuff.
started the NFL.
Yeah, so that's my last thing to like get to in terms of hosting. But I was like, we were talking about tennis, and I was like, I already have a question, and I think it's hilarious. And I was like, if I was talking to tennis pros, I'd be like, can you rate my grunt? And then each one I would do a completely different one, but I would scream it really loud. I'd be like, duh. Thoughts? Out of 10, do you think I'm killing it? Yes or no? And as I was doing this bit, I was making myself laugh. And then my fiance was like, are you just like performing it for you? Or like, like at that point, when I was just doing the skit by myself.
I will ask. Oh my God, that's so fun. I'll ask Ruben a question. He's like, this is a TikTok idea, isn't it? And I'm like, it's like, it is. I need feedback. Like, he's like,
That's why when I said it right now, I was like, I'm not even going to say, I don't know if you do this. I said, I know you do this because you're a Virgo like me, which is I watch myself and I laugh.
oh, 100%.
I think, that girl has it all.
100%. I have to. If I don't make myself laugh, then who am I posting
That's
it for?
what I'm saying.
Because like, I'm honestly like, I feel like I'm sharing my humor and I'm supposed to make myself laugh. Like, like if I'm not making me laugh, I'm not going to make everyone else laugh.
Exactly. And if I'm not laughing, it's not, I'm not posting it. Like, that's another thing. Me and Days joke about that on our podcast together because sometimes I'm like, you know, they'll ask, like, how do you talk about things that like entertain people? I'm like, if I'm being real, I talk about what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I make myself laugh. Like, I was like, I don't know if this sounds fucked up, but like, I don't really care what you guys find funny. I want you to watch what I find funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to tell you stuff I find funny and hopefully you find it funny too.
I feel like that's more authentic. You're just doing it for you then. Like, because when you're doing it for other people, it's like.
I agree. When people ask, like, how do you do that? You're like, I just make myself giggle.
I'm just funny.
Yeah. Exactly.
In this segment, we're going to be asking people online. Well, like I asked people online to submit stories of crazy things. It's called Wild Rides Fan Q&A.
Love.
I think I'm going to put my wig on for this. Wig time. Oh, we had the wig fly it. It's just going to look like my hair.
There you go. It looks like your hair now.
Does this look natural?
It does. Scalp. It's giving scalp. It's giving biotin.
Hey. In this segment, I'll be asking people online to submit their craziest story times and questions for me and my guests to react to. The rules are they have to be outrageous, but please keep them short. People were sending an essay.
Oh, yeah, mama.
Essays. You have to email them to wildwildwebpod@gmail.com and please address them to Dear Lesbian, aka my producer. Actually, I'm going to start with a story, but then if you have a crazy story, I would love to hear it.
Okay.
Meg, my lesbian in the corner, we went out together and we're pre-gaming at her apartment. We're like having fun. We're like, you know what? Let's actually make it to the bar. Let's go to the bar. So we get in an Uber. We go to the bar. We get out. And I look cute as fuck. I have like these little Prada boots on.
Okay.
I'm in like shorts and a little blazer. Like I'm
button to the top.
Yeah. French coat button to the top.
To the top.
Bad attitude. Big Latina ass. Like it's on. Like it's working. And we get to the door and the bouncer was like, no men in shorts. But I'm like, okay, come on, guys. Like, I'm not like in cargo pants.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not in cargo pants and flip flops. I'm not like in basketball shorts. I'm in like a really good. He's like, love the fit. Let me in.
Okay.
Let me
Prove
in.
it. Let me in.
So me and Meg lock eyes because she had like, as soon as we got out of the car, she had thought like, oh, this might be a problem. I didn't think about this until right now.
Yeah.
And we lock eyes and we're like, we're gonna have to switch pants. She had pants on and I had shorts and I was like, oh my God. And so we go to we're like walk around to like, we try another place and they're the same thing. So it's like, oh, if we're gonna stay in this area, I have to wear pants. So we go and walk to this parking lot and we stand like near between a wall and a car and we're switching our pants, right? And like, also I have my like, this is TMI. We might have to cut this part. I have my old ass underwear that has like a hole in the butt. And I'm like, now everyone's gonna see my butthole.
My mom says all the time to never wear bad underwear just in case.
I was like, okay. I was like, whatever. But we're changing. And then her friend starts recording like our heads. Like she's not trying to get like change. She's like, we're changing in the parking lot. And she pans. And then the middle finger comes out of a car and like flicks us off. And these people were in the car. Right next to us changing. And so I was
a gay and a lesbian switch pants without seeing this.
And then he gets out of the car. He's like, were you recording us? And I was like, no, it's like a gay guy and a lesbian trying to change their pants. Like, we're not trying to get into all that.
Disgusted.
We're all like, literally like, what? And then her shorts look like you at that restaurant.
Girl. Safari Park Ranger. Yeah.
Safari Park Ranger. And then after that, we actually
I was just going to say, having to squeeze into your shorts, I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, my wide load is not going to fit in there.
Oh, I'm yammed up. You can't tell from this angle. Yeah, you can't tell from this yammed up. It's big.
Hey, let me stand up before you say that.
I'll shake it after the show. No, but and then we actually had the most fun night, but then we had to switch pants again after but I don't know. It's just like, why were they fucking in that car?
Oh, girl. Where were you guys at in LA?
Dirty laundry? No vacancy?
T. That's
what
crazy.
are these names? Dirty laundry, no vacancy, no parking. Like, what?
That's how I feel going out in New York, honestly. Going out in New York feels like just a bunch of riddles being said to me.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I'm in the movie Labyrinth when I'm going out in New York. They're like,
also
you're
like-
going to see this guy with a magic crystal ball, then turn right from there. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, go into the pizza parlor, go downstairs. It's down there. It's the best place ever.
And I'm like, where am I?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm horrified and scared.
Fashion Week, you're like in a warehouse and you're like, what is this? And then you watch.
Fashion Week is so not what I think people believe it to be. But my experience has never been anything short of like, this is torture. And I feel like I'm being tortured.
I feel like I'm there and everyone's like mean.
Yes, that's why I feel like I'm being chased most of the time because I'm
There's-
changing constantly.
You're there for an hour. You're like there for like
If that.
hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
For a 10-minute show. And then you're like, okay. Oh, clothes. Sorry. I like love it. I do like the clothes.
Me
but
too.
I'm like,
I feel the same way though.
and then you're all trying to squeeze down the same damn elevator to get off. Like, I don't know.
Girl, and have you ever heard people like the last Fashion Week I did at some of the events I went to, I heard people convincing photographers to take pictures of them.
Oh, hell.
Like they were like, I can show you my Instagram. I have over 100,000 followers. That's nuts, bro. What am I doing here?
I don't.
I was like, and I have no eyebrows and my butt's out. I need to go home.
Oh, you look good.
I gotta go home.
Okay, well, here. Do you have a story? Or do you want me to get into these?
You get into those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fan submitted, and
Okay.
this one got me. One time, as a joke, I asked my ex to spread his ass, and when he did, there was shit in it.
Why would you ever ask them that, even as a joke? In what universe? Imagine they open and you're like,
I'm like, was he like on the bed, like
yeah,
hey?
like literally like spreading it, or even
was
worse,
that
like
joke?
on your back, roll up, and then he
Like-
pulls it.
And I'm like,
Like when you're getting, like
What?
when you get
Okay.
waxed, like I know, like when girls get
Okay.
waxed and they have to do this one.
let's do
You know
like
what
a
I'm
fake
saying?
reenactment. You're like, just say like, show me your hole.
Oh yeah, okay. Spread them. Show me your hole.
What happened? Like,
That's what I get. I don't know.
the shit in the butt, girl. Why? But
When I went on tour last year, we did What's the Worst Thing They Did and You Stayed. That was like a prompt we would submit and fans would submit stories.
Oh.
When I tell you, out of 22 shows, there was at least 3 or 4 poop stories, specifically with men. Like they had shit in their ass. Like they're just like, oh, I found out he had shit in his ass. How? Like I remember the day I found out I was a bestseller. One of the stories was she said that her man like was naked after they like had sex, and he was naked on the bed and he scooted over and left a skid mark on her bed. And she said, and the end of the story, which is why we started with this story and put it at the very top of the pile, was, but don't worry, we're married now. I taught him better. And I said, that's a man you're still in contact with? That
the
is
bar is like on the floor
girl,
for straight men.
skitty on my sheets? You're gonna put a skitty on my sheets. Are
Skitty-
you serious?
Okay,
I'm gonna burn
name of
the whole.
name of the next book, Skitty on My Sheet.
That feels like a fan fiction title.
That is
Skitty on my
crazy.
sheets. Oh,
Please.
bitch, you leave a poop
Please.
stain on my. Oh, I can't even imagine opening a butt though and seeing poop in there. Like, what? It's like looking at the eye, like in Indiana Jones. You know, they like turn. They say that you turn to stone or whatever the fuck. Like, you just incinerate.
Looking
like,
at Medusa. It turned to stone.
just all my skin melts off. That's how it would feel to me.
Next story.
Yeah.
Me and my coworker became best friends because her Victoria's Secret undies dyed her butthole hot pink, and she showed me. What's a butthole theme this
And
episode?
then we became friends.
Yeah.
When I thought you had a regular brown butthole, I said nah. But then when I saw it was pink, I
Hot
said,
pink.
get that girl in my office.
That is so funny. You know what? Girlhood.
Sisterhood.
Sisterhood.
I
That was
don't-
you in Chapel on the episode.
Yeah, I looked at her red butthole. I said, yeah, get that girl in my office. Get her in my chair. My first question would be like, how far up your ass was the underwear?
Must have been like a thong, right?
Yeah, well, or you just a wedgie of a lifetime.
Wedgie of a lifetime.
Yeah,
Died?
someone ran you up a flagpole in your wedgie, and
Yeah.
then you got a pink butthole out of it.
Did she not wash her underwear before
That's
she
what
wore
I'm
it?
saying. Or after, for that matter. Wash your butthole after. And also, how did you find out it was pink?
Yeah.
Did you squat over something?
Was she looking?
Yeah.
Maybe
Where you
her
just-
coochie was pink, and then she like got a mirror, and she was
And
like,
then she just looked in the mirror, and then she spread them.
you know, sometimes you gotta investigate.
Yeah, when she spread them, and then she's like, well, past the poop, yeah, it is pink.
Okay, so the next story.
Like a cat butthole. Cat buttholes are pink.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming on the Wild Web.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. It's been a hoot.
I have so much fun with you.
Me too.
Such a star, so beautiful.
Thank you. Likewise.
Even in Trixie drag.
Even in well,
you
That's
try.
you being
We
nice to
try.
me.
We all try.
You're doing Dason thing where you're lying to me, but it's okay.
No, I would never lie to you. Well, let them know where people can follow you and get your book and can watch your podcast.
Oh my gosh, yes. You can follow me at Drew Afualo on literally everything. You can get my book Loud, Accept Nothing Less Than Life You Deserve. Me forgetting the title of my own book. Anywhere you get books. I also have the Comment Section show, which is my show, but also a podcast. And also Two Idiot Girls with my sister Dason. And Eric has been on my podcast multiple times. And we're hoping to get him on Two Idiot Girls soon. So
yes,
it's going to be a key. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so fun.
Thank you for having me. I fucking love you.
I love you so much.
You're the
I'm
best.
like always rooting for you. And that's not always the
Same.
case with everyone. Like, I just like, I love you.
As a Virgo, I get it, bitch.
Yeah,
I get it, but I'm always rooting for you too. I fucking love you. I'm obsessed with you. I would do anything for you.
Such a great episode. Hey! Give my podcast some love wherever you find it. It's on all streaming platforms. And submit your stories to wildwildwebpod@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.